Wind turbines can provide clean electricity to large as well as small communities. Most of the time when we think of wind turbines, we think of large-scale wind operations. But wind turbines can also be very useful in smaller applications. Many places such as rural farms and small, isolated communities also need power but can be far away from the electrical grid. Harnessing wind power to do work on the farm is a very old concept. The first windmills were used to pump water and grind grain as long ago as the 9th century AD. Many traditional wind-powered water pumps are still in use today. Distributed wind energy turbines can range from a single tower for a single customer to a system used to power whole communities. It uses small local turbines to serve local consumers, eliminating the need for long and very expensive power transmission lines. Because of the high cost of transmission lines or limited fuel availability, many communities have pulled together to harness their own available wind power. A benefit of local electrical power is local control. The decision-making and investment is done by the people who will use and benefit from it. Some communities use wind in conjunction with other technologies such as solar, battery storage, and fossil fuels to form a microgrid and ensure reliable electrical power. One problem is that since the area is remote, the turbine parts and installation equipment need to travel long distances. However, while moving large turbines requires large, interconnected roads, installing a small turbine can be done using much smaller rural roads and construction equipment. The process of erecting a wind turbine is also much easier on a small scale. While the typical foundation base for a large turbine can require dozens of concrete trucks and dozens of tons of steel reinforcing, a small one will require much less or can use completely different foundation systems. There are two types of towers, self-supporting and guide. Self-supporting towers are more expensive and difficult to install but require less space. Guide towers are less expensive and usually consist of lattice sections, pipe, or tubing supported by guy wires. Because the guy wire anchors are typically at a radius of 1/2 to 3/4 of the tower height, guide towers require more space. Distributed wind energy can be a great solution for meeting the energy needs of farming operations and small, isolated communities. While it can be beneficial economically, it can also benefit socially as the community members have control over their energy future. The towers themselves are less costly in terms of resources, transportation, and construction while still providing for the power needs of the community. At Civil Renewables, a large share of our activities has been focused on large utility-scale wind farms. However, we have also helped design cost-effective proprietary foundation systems for small wind turbines, SWTs, intended for distributed applications.